Okay, so stuffed green peppers. So simple so far. Hamburger, onions, mushrooms, and the onions and the mushrooms are diced up nice. Hamburger's cooked and drained. The rice is 80% cooked because you want some of the cooking is going to go on in the oven. And that's long grain brown rice, and it's rinsed. And that's homemade tomato sauce. That's going to go, just enough of that's going to go in here with the rice. So basically what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the rice in here. Probably not all of it. I'm going to put the tomato sauce in with it, just not all of it, just enough to make it like little stick together here. And then I'm going to scoop that stuff up, and it's going to go in each green pepper. And then what I do is I use the tomato sauce, or sorry, the tomato juice, so that that's going to be the steam that cooks everything up in the oven. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of sugar. Actually, I can do that. Whatever I can do one-handed, I guess, right? So I put about 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is just white sugar. That's it. That's plenty. Mix that up. And then we're going to put in the tomato. And like I said, we're just putting enough of this in there to bind it together so that it's, you know, and also some of the liquid from this is going to go into the rice. So I can put a lot more of that in there. Don't know exactly how much I'm going to need. I'll know by how it feels. Okay, and then the rice goes in. Not all of it. All right, so this, I'm just going to mix this. So that's basically, you get the idea. This just gets mixed up. Nice. So what I'll do is I'm going to put the camcorder down because I can't do this one-handed. The next steps, I'm going to need 2 hands. So basically I'm going to finish mixing this up till it's nice. Scoop it up, put it in here. Pour a little bit of this in there. And then I'll show you what I do next. And that's it. That took about, I don't know, 5 minutes. So it went actually perfect. I didn't use all the rice, but I used enough of I used all the hamburger mixture. And that's good. Bottom of the pan's pretty clean. That's what we want. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to use the rest of this tomato sauce. You do need liquid in here. So I'm just going to pour that in here and on top too, because this is actually the tomato sauce. And we're going to make sure that goes as much on top of the peppers, I guess, as we can. And then we're going to add tomato juice. Looks a little bit more moisture. Basically to the bottom of the pan. And you probably want about a 1/2 inch. What I want is about a 1/2 inch of tomato juice. That's it. And then that's going to go in the oven. That's going to go in the oven at about 450. So this is going to go with the lid on. Yep. Lid goes on. 450 degrees for about a 1/2 hour. And then I turn it down to 350 for about another 45 minutes or so. And I'll show you what that looks like when it's cooked. Because it's that simple. I mean, the prep is quite, you know, like the rice. Yeah, it's not. This probably took about an hour to make. That's about it. All right. Have a good, I'll show you when it's done, and that'll be the end of this. So it's been in the oven for about an hour. It was at 450 longer than I planned, because what I do is I put it at 450 or so until I see steam coming out of here. That you should see a lot of steam coming out of there. Once that happens, I turn it down to about 300. So it was at 450. It took about 25-30 minutes to get the steam coming out of there. And then I turned it down to 300 and let it sit for another 25 minutes. And now let's see what we got, because I haven't even looked yet. And so I could have cut down on the tomato juice. The liquid came up. I don't know where all the liquid came from. Probably a little bit from the peppers. Looks like a couple of the peppers tipped over. That's fine. That's fine. So what I'll do is I'll drain a little bit of that liquid out. because I don't want them to get soggy, but here. So we're just gonna poke, see what we got. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So it's not too, actually if I put them in any longer, it would get, the peppers would get soggy. That's perfect. It's cooked all the way through. You know, I don't want raw peppers. I don't want soggy peppers. That's about right. So I'm just going to drain some of the liquid out and just let that sit. It is only 9:30 in the morning, so obviously this isn't for supper right now. It's for supper tonight. And that'll last me a few days. And you can freeze this too. What you don't use, you just put them in a container, put them in the freezer. But you know what, it won't be as good. Look at that. That's just so going to be so good. All right, good enough. Stuffed green peppers. So just thought one more. All I did there was just drain some of the tomato juice out. That's good. I'm not going to throw that away. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And that's going to be just about perfect right there. That's going to be perfect. You know what? Let's give it a little taste. Just want to taste the inside here. Perfect. So the rice, oh, it's really good. The rice finished cooking. That's what I mainly wanted to check. I haven't really checked to see how the pepper. Let's take a little bit of pepper. So just, if I just snap off a little bit of the pepper, see if that's. I want to eat that right now. All right, that's my supper for tonight. All right, have a good night.